certainly started the crowd buzzing as the throw-in takes place. Merritt went up with the one hand an hour too early. Out the back door to Stoneham. To half forward. Oh! We love a fly. And Mr. Danaher is giving us just that today. He's kicked one. Here's the change. Now look at this for Collingwood. Cloak off and kick on.
One is not surprised, Sandy, because David Cloak has done absolutely nothing.
Danaher. The drop punt. It's a beautiful looking kick off the boot. Well done, Terry. And away go the Bombers on Sevens Big League. They kick on now to 7-11, leading Collingwood 5-6. Great mark and a great goal by Danaher. His second, both kicked in this term. And it's been a very handy quarter of football by the Bombers. On their home turf. Now, Kink on, Cloak off, Kink onto Walsh. This will be interesting. From the centre, won by Williams, who goes towards that half-forward line. Kink, but the free kick's been picked up, and it will go against Collingwood. Noel Lovell infringing. Back towards the centre. Hawker could have been held. Tapped over cleverly to the back. Danaher, don't tell me he's going to do it again. A long, high kick by Terrence goes in towards goal, but he's off target, and another point is registered. Having a fine quarter of football, has kicked 2 goals, 3 to date. McCormack again. As I see some blue sky, Madden, Shaw, Byrne. Over the head of Taylor it went. It was a bad one. It lets Glenn Hawker in, but he overran it. Taylor again. Well done, Michael. Or is it going to be well done? Thompson in trouble, but gets his kick away. No one going. The opportunity was there for Madden, but the umpire said the reason no one went is because there was some holding on, and Billy Picken takes it. Oh, it's a shocking kick from Billy. Straight down the throat of Frank Donnell. Short, the loose man is out there on that half-forward line. And once again, real trouble for Collingwood. They trail at the moment 54-36. Rain still persisting, and both runners working overtime at the moment. The long kick in towards goal. It looks good, and the Bombers move further ahead. Neil Clark kicks his first, and it's now 60-36 on Sevens Big League.
Neil Clark, always a back pocket, who's prepared to take the bit between the teeth and come down the ground if the rover is changing. And I did call before, Sandy, that I felt that Richardson was in the centre. I feel that Richardson's changing as a ruck rover and Mark Williams is in the centre. Which I do not agree with, because Williams was doing well on the forward line. A tap. Taken on that occasion by Lovell. No mark taken. Tony Shaw comes through. Bundled out of the way. Essendon desperate in their approach as Merritt gives a hand pass over the top. The bounce awkward to Thompson on the first occasion. He's able to butter up and swings it back towards centre half forward. Picken punches the ball away. A loose play. Picked up by Lovell. Lovell screws the ball back. Hanbury couldn't take it the first time, but the bounce is awkward. Still comes through to Hanbury. Hanbury's right foot kick down towards the forward area. Banks coming through, takes the mark. Banks at centre half forward. He's had very few kicks. In fact, it's only his second kick for the game. So Dennis Banks. Looks a nice kick, nonetheless. It may only be 2, but it's 4 points. A lovely goal by Dennis Banks. And no need to say, Sandy, that it desperately needed one.
Yes, the first one to Banks.
Dominant player. Hand pass to Folds. A chance of a goal coming up as Gary Folds puts it right through the middle. Great play by Timmy Watson and Gary Folds to bring up 4 points.
Well, you said they look rattled. That's what the red and black flags are saying around this ground at the moment. Collingwood are rattled, and Essendon are playing with great confidence. Great confidence. Look at them bouncing, enthusiastic, and keen to add nails to the coffin of Collingwood. 82 plays 44, and I wonder if this attitude has anything to do with a piece of paper that was being distributed at half-time here at Windy Hill. suggesting that the Collingwood club was in some form of strife. Stone it. Forward, but Hanbury has infringed. So Madden taking it from the centre to Watson. They're running right. Bad kick home. It was over the top of Weston. Lack of talking in the forward lines there by the Essendon forward lines. King holds the ball to ground, and
King was held without possession.
Yes, should have been free kick, I was about to say, but it didn't happen that way. Shaw over the top. The hurry kick by Byrne. Back towards the back line. Madden. Just too much height. Back in towards the centre. Here comes Terry Danaher. Short again. They're running right. Hawker. And Glenn Hawker will have another set shot for goal. And if Collingwood isn't very careful, they are going to be well and truly stumped. Glenn Hawker has kicked 2, ignoring all leads. He'll fire towards the black and white flags in the goal square, and he makes no mistake. Collingwood are in stride. 12-16, 88. Collingwood are half that score.
Collingwood may well be a little unfortunate, Sandy, that Essendon went down in poor style against Victoria last week, and many of us, including yours truly, were very critical of the way the Essendon players went about it. And those same players, Hawker, Watson, Nagel, far more definite and not looking for the flash football today.
From the centre bounce. Well, they want goals and they want them rapidly to get back into this game, but it's players like this, as Bobby said, that aren't allowing that to happen. Timmy Watson, 16 kicks, and there's a great mark too. There's another one, Terry Danaher. Well, he did play well last week, but he's just carrying on the good form. There's only 2 Essendon players there at the moment. Normally there'd be 3 or 4 to the one Collingwood player. Folds took the mark.
John Cale at the moment, I would be having a very close look, who should be minding Nagel and Folds.
Could be inquiring at TAA what flight's going back to South Australia, Robert. They're in strife. Folds, drop punt into the square. Has it got the distance or is it the mark? Going to pay the mark to Paul Weston, and he's taken a couple of good grabs today. Hasn't kicked a goal today. In fact, that's his 5th mark. So well done, Paul. That'll help your confidence. And there's another one on the board to the Bombers, and they are just careering away. 13-16 to 6-8 on 7's big lead.
Goals in 3 minutes for the Bombers. Watson, Hawker and Weston putting the score on the board. But it's all over the ground that the Bombers have taken control. Since quarter time, it's hard to find Collingwood winners. Sandy?
My word, there have been very few, if any. 50
points, the margin between the sides. No knock at all. It's once again, it's Hawker. Puts it over the shoulder, down towards the half-back flank, and Murray Brown takes the mark. Brown swings onto the left foot, puts it towards centre-half forward. No mark, taken to the back of the pack by Williams. Williams puts the ball down towards the forward area, but he's way offline, so far in back to the out of bounds on the full. And the resulting free kick will be taken by Ronnie Andrews, as we see Wes Fellows getting ready to come onto the ground, probably to replace his number 43 ruck partner. Has been changing the ruck on and off during the game, as Hawker takes a nice mark once again. Hawker doing as he likes out there at the moment. Lovely kick towards the wing. Phillips in position, couldn't take the mark. Walker, Watson, Terry Danaher have been absolutely dominant players right through the game. Merv Nagel on the wing. Once again, you find this time Thompson going forward. No mark taken. It's picked up by Bahaja. Bahaja, a short pass across towards centre-half forward, just across the head of Watson. Watson still going after it. No free kick paid. The loose ball comes towards centre-half forward. Picked up again by Hawker. Once again, it's through the centre. Hawker brings up his 4th goal.
106 to 63 as we go back for the centre bounce once again. Madden and fellows, and it's won by the latter down towards Hanbury. Needs the player going past in Lovell, who goes with a tumble punter towards that forward area. The heavyweights, King and Cloak. Renee can't pick it up. And over the line it goes, and I'd imagine there'd be some soul searching at Victoria Park this week. Carey leaves it for Watson, but Williams is a very good smother of a football. Neagle towards Thompson and Byrne. Thompson having the ascendancy there on this particular occasion. Fowler, long in towards full forward. Merritt up too early. Ooh, Banks come over the top of Picken. Here's another one. Thank you very much. There's Wayne Medicine. Handball from Western, and on they go. 3 goals to Medicine, and Essendon stretch their lead.
On that occasion, Sandy, we saw a touch of the class for Western. He could easily have kicked that goal himself. He really held onto the ball until his opponent had to come straight at him, and it left it completely open for Wayne Bettison. It was a good hand pass that was just nipped over the top to allow Bettison an easy goal, as we see Derek Shaw ready to come back onto the ground at the bounce. Madden again gets it down to Hawker. High. Banks couldn't take possession. Terry Danaher's there, gets it across to Bahaja. Bahaja leg. Got the hand pass out to Thompson. Thompson's kick will make the distance. I know it doesn't make the distance. It's just touched through for 1 point. No, it's a free kick back further. Bahaja was tripped, and so I feel that if the goal had gone through by Thompson, it may have been allowed, but it's come back to Tony Bahaja. It was the goal umpire, of course, not Tony Bahaja, but Bahaja with the kick from the half-forward line, about 35 to 40 metres out from goal. Tony Bahaja. 1 goal personally. 2 has played a lot better today, but that applies to all of the Essendon players. Bahaja's kick. Full point by Tony Bahaja. He kicks his second, and so we find Collingwood on 17-16. 118, Collingwood 9-9-63.
While all that was going on, Murray Brown has left the arena. Looked to be in a spot of bother. So both big men for Collingwood now on the ground at one time. Centre bounce is the score. Not a pretty sight for Collingwood supporters. They've been winning it out of the centre, Essendon, so easily. Watson looking for the free kick. It didn't come his way on that occasion as Williams goes high towards full forward. Andrews and King holding one another. Clark out to Anir, who goes high towards the pocket. Cloak, a bit of pushing and shoving. And David will certainly not want to remember this one. There's up the down to 15. John Cale must be wondering, what on earth can I do? Listed down from centre wing. Take the free kick. Been picked up there, and the Bombers a chance to go forward once again, becoming somewhat monotonous as they do it so regularly. Thompson's on that half-forward flank after receiving from Hawker. Late inclusion into the side. They've all performed well. Look, 3 of them there flying. Linnell was there, couldn't complete the mark. Near it over the top. The Budgie scouting the pack. Watson there too. So a ball up. Merritt. Socket off the ground, or an attempted socket off the ground by Shaw. Bettison tried to get it out. Was successful. Donnell gets a hurried kick. Gathers no distance. Phillips got the handball out the back door to Picken and turned to Taylor, and they're momentarily out of trouble, looking for Hanbury. Plenty of holding on there between he and Carey. Cloak, beautifully tackled. Watson. Williams. Oh, in trouble. Here's the opening for Thompson. Bouncing his way across half forward. He steadies, shoots and goals. Good night, Collingwood. That tells the story. So easy for the Bombers. 18-16, 9-9 on 7's big lead.